Imagine a world where humans could only dream of flying. For centuries, we looked up at the sky and wondered if we could ever leave the ground. Birds soared effortlessly, yet humans remained earthbound. Until the 17th of December, 1903, in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, two brothers, Wilbur and Orville Wright, made history. They did not just fly a machine, they opened the door to a new era. Before the Wright brothers, flight existed only in dreams, sketches, and failed experiments. Many tried to mimic birds, but none succeeded in powered, controlled flight. The Wright brothers' achievement laid the foundation for modern aviation. Understanding how they did it shows not only technical genius, but also perseverance, patience, and an unrelenting spirit of discovery. The idea of flying is as old as civilization. Ancient myths, like Icarus in Greece, told of human ambition to touch the skies. Leonardo da Vinci, in the 15th century, sketched detailed flying machines, ornithopters, and parachutes. Yet, all of these remained theory. Real flight required two things humans had not yet achieved: a lightweight, powerful engine, and a reliable method to control the aircraft in the air. Wilbur Wright was born in 1867 and Orville in 1871. Growing up in Dayton, Ohio, they were fascinated by mechanics and invention. Early on, the brothers built kites and experimented with gliders. By their teenage years, they were running a small printing press and later, a bicycle repair shop. This experience honed their mechanical skills. In the late 1890s, the Wright brothers began experimenting with gliders. They first tested in Kitty Hawk because of its steady winds and soft sandy dunes. Their earliest gliders were simple, wood frames with cloth wings. Each flight taught them more about lift, drag, and control. By 1903, the brothers were ready to combine their knowledge of aerodynamics with a lightweight engine. They designed and built the Flyer 1, a biplane with a wingspan of 12 meters and a weight of 274 kilograms. The engine produced 12 horsepower, barely enough to lift the machine, but it worked. The propellers were twisted to act like spinning wings, and the wing warping system allowed precise control. On a cold, windy morning, Orville piloted the first flight. The Flyer lifted off, staying airborne for 12 seconds over 36.5 meters. Wilbur then took his turn, flying 175 meters in 12 seconds. In total, 4 flights were made that day, each demonstrating control, balance, and propulsion. What set the Wright brothers apart was not just courage, but innovation. They mastered 3 critical elements: lift, propulsion, and control. Their wing warping system allowed for lateral balance, which no one had perfected before. Their lightweight engine provided sufficient thrust without adding excessive weight. Although immediate recognition was slow, the world soon realized the implications. Within a few years, airplanes were demonstrated across Europe and the United States. Military applications, mail delivery, and eventually commercial aviation grew from this single achievement. The Wright Flyer is now displayed in the Smithsonian Institution, but its legacy goes far beyond a museum exhibit. Every commercial airliner, fighter jet, and even spacecraft owes its principles to the lessons learned at Kitty Hawk. The brothers' story reminds us that innovation is a combination of observation, persistence, and courage to test the unknown. From 12 seconds of flight to crossing oceans in hours, from fragile wood and cloth machines to supersonic jets and rockets exploring space, the journey began with two brothers and their relentless curiosity. The first powered flight teaches us more than just technical achievement. It is a story of vision, patience, and the courage to make dreams tangible. Watching the Wright brothers take flight shows the power of human innovation. If you're interested in understanding how Adolf Hitler came to power, you can explore that story here.